Everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live from my craft studio in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. And my screen has just changed and looks a little different than it usually does. Oh my goodness. Thought tonight was my night. Everything went smoothly, hopefully. Hopefully that doesn't change. I am just going to go check here, see if I can see me. And if you are here, say hello. Let me know that you are. It's not me. That was yesterday. But it says I'm live there. So, my internet connection is unstable. Oh my goodness. So this doesn't really make any kind of sense. Because really, I'm I'm in I'm in a city, 25,000 people in this city. And has been up here for a long, long time, and they should have this all worked out by now. But apparently they don't. I think what's happened is that the area has grown much faster than they anticipated, and I'm not positive their technology is keeping up with the volume. But anyway, I think I'm here. I think I'm live. I can see me. I can see me on my tablet. So I'm going to assume we're good. And touch wood, it all went really smoothly tonight for a change. So no weird technical things other than the screen does look a little bit different. I thought there's usually a little bit more around the edge. And what I see looks fine. But anyway, enough of that. So I was it's been another busy week. It's so many busy weeks, but it's March break, and so they always ask us if we can do any extra shifts at the hill. So I'm working 4 days. Skied today just with MSH and a girlfriend. So that's 5 days. 5 days out of 6 that I'm at the hill this week. So that makes things a little bit busy. And I was cutting for my card class, my March card class. If you have not registered for my March card class yet, you have until Monday. Okay, I have to get the packets in the mail. So you have till Monday to let me know that you want to take that class. It is free with a minimum $40 order. Or you can get the kit for $25 plus $5 shipping. So let me know if you are interested. We are using thoughtful, thoughtful wishes, thoughtful journey. The beautiful DSP with the sort of the scenery kind of look and all the pretty colors and everything. There's a great fancy fold in there. A new one to me. It was one that I had never made before. So that's kind of fun. Not super difficult, but a few steps to it. So, but I will walk you through all of that. But anyway, if you are interested, let me know. Terry Hartley and Nancy Coe. I'm so glad to see comments here. It means people can see me and I'm live. It's good news. Alrighty. Shall we do some crafting? Let's head down to the craft area. Let me just see exactly what we have here. Uh, busy working 5 days out of 6. Yes, yes. It has been a busy week, but I should be sleeping. Some may confess to a little nap when we got home from the hill today. Just a little, one of those little power naps. I find they're very helpful. And some days I find I need them. Anyway, we're all good now. Okay, 6x6 designer series paper. I am using Wildly Flowering, it's actually 12 by 12 designer series paper, but I have cut a piece that is 6x6, but it is so lovely. Look, I love this linen one. Oh, I love it. But and I was going to use this, but then I changed my mind. And then I was looking at this. I love those colors. Yeah, it's such pretty paper, and I haven't used it nearly enough. So I thought, you know what? I need to get that out. I need to use that. Today's the day. So here we are. Um, in case it retires, I'm not sure. There's apparently there's a lot of designer series paper that's going to continue because people are at on stage now. And so they all is being revealed to them. The people that are actually at on stage have seen the new catalog, which those of us that are not at on stage have only seen the cover because that's all that people are allowed to share at this point. However, I have seen the new in colors. So bright, nice, bright, pretty colors coming our way, which of course means things like Moody Mauve, Wild Wheat, and three others. Oh, look, boho blue. Though now I'm going to strain my brain trying to think of the others. Moody mauve, wild wheat, boho blue. Copper clay. Isn't that terrible? I have twine. I'm reaching across here to cheat and get my twine pack. That will remind me. The gray. Uh, oh, isn't that terrible? Um, Pebbled Path. I love it. I really like that gray. Anyway, those will all be retiring at the end of April. So if there's anything in that color palette that you really like, now is the time to stock up. Now is also the time to stock up on cardstock because it is going up in price with the new catalog. Um, Basic white is going up a fair chunk. Basic white and very vanilla are going up a chunk. Thick basic white is also going up quite a bit. The others are going up um, a more moderate amount, but all cardstock is going to cost more. The cost of paper has been increasing uh, everywhere, and it's becoming more difficult to find mills that can make our paper because everybody's going to craft paper and corrugated things for all the shipping, for all the online shopping, and papers for the fast food restaurants, because of course nobody packages in styrofoam or anything like that anymore. So the market for milled paper products has changed quite a bit over the last decade or so, and it's impacting things like our beautifully colored thick, heavy, lovely cardstock. Anyway, but it is still the most superior product out there. So something we know, and it will always coordinate beautifully with all of our designer series papers. So I should bring this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. 6 by 6, we are going to cut this together. If you fall behind and need me to repeat anything, just let me know. I have a drawing of how I'm going to cut this. Could do this right now. Anybody want to take a screenshot? There you go. Screenshot that. I will, don't know, maybe I can scan this and post it on my blog or take a photo of it and post it on my blog. But take a screenshot for now if you want. So there you go. That's what we're going to cut, but I will walk you through it, okay? And hopefully you could see all my numbers on there. Okay, so because it's square, doesn't really matter, but this is my top, okay? So I am going to cut it all the way down at 2 inches. Okay? Or all the way up, depending where your blade is on your trimmer. And then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. So I have a piece that is 2 by 4 and a piece that is 2 by 2. And I am going to take this piece and I am going to cut it, and I don't know that it matters, but I might like to do this exactly as per my my diagram. So I'm going to cut it at 3 inches here. Right. Uh, and then I'm going to turn it sideways and I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. So I have a 3 by 3 square and I have a second 3 by 3 square, and I'm going to cut this corner to corner. So I've turned it upright again, and this doesn't really matter, but this is the top of my paper and I'm going to cut it from the top left to the bottom right. If your pattern looks like you would prefer it a different way, feel free to change that up because you can decide later how you're going to put it on your card. So there's our 3 by 3 square now cut into 2 triangles. And then we have a 1 inch strip that is 6 inches long right now, and we're just going to cut it in half at 3 inches. Okay, so 2 pieces that are 1 by 3. That's it for the designer series paper. But before we put our trimmer away, I asked you to cut a square of cardstock that was 3.5 by 3.5. And we are going to cut this on a diagonal as well. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one corner to corner. When you are cutting corner to corner with your trimmer, make sure you start your somewhere in the middle of your cardstock and cut up and then down, because if you come at these pokey little corners, your blade may smush into it and crush your cardstock. So this way you get a nice clean triangle cut. And that is all the cutting we need to do. If you cut all your cardstock that I had put in the prepare this stuff instructions. I didn't get a photo done. I had church council last night. I hadn't got it done during the day because I didn't have Monday to get stuff ready as I usually do because I was working because it's March break. Yeah, we went through all that. Anyway, but I thought, you know what? I'll just send a list. That's better than nothing. So there we go. I am going to bring in my other pieces of cardstock. So this is all, this is just a little bit of a puzzle, right? What goes, what goes where. This was in my scraps and I thought, oh, there's enough border on that. I can put my designer series paper right over top and I'll use it and no one will know that I had previously cut something out of it. So I'm using mostly Misty Moonlight for my background pieces, except for this one, because I thought, I'm going to do one of these. Just change it up a little bit. So I've got one that I'll do with the wild wheat, and I think I like it that way. Maybe that way or this way. We'll figure it out when we get there. But I didn't want Misty Moonlight for my background piece for this one because there's no Misty Moonlight in that part. So next, we just need to put it all together. So all of the pieces. So this one is going on a piece that is 2.25 by 4.25. And if you want to flip any of your pieces over, absolutely feel free to do so. There's no right or wrong. There's a double wonder that I did one time, and it's 2 pieces of 6 by 12 cardstock. And so there's a lot of mixing and matching and stuff with that. Maybe we should do that sometime. If you like these one sheet wonders, let me know and we can do it again. Maybe we could do what is called a double wonder. So you could do it with just one piece of 12 by 12, but it's meant to be done with 2 pieces of 6 by 12, and then you mix and match. So, and it makes lots of cards. I had said 4 to 6. So what my thought is, just so you know, and this may matter if for flipping your designer series paper over. This is one card. 1, 2, 3. No, this is one card, and this is one card. This is one card, and these 2 together are one card. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Now, you could do this as one card and this as one card. You could do each of these as a card. You could do each of these as like one on each card. So the choice is really yours, but that was just what I suggested. Just because I had to tell you something. I had to give you something for card bases. But what it means is that if we're going to do this for a card, you may not want to do this with your designer series paper. Or maybe you do, depending what your front and back patterns are, right? I am not going to because although I do have the Moody Mauve in both, I don't want to mix some of those other colors. So I'm just going to use one pattern with both of these pieces. I don't know about you, but when I have a narrow, long narrow, I find it much easier to get it centered like this than like this. Don't ask me why. And I don't know whether that's a general thing or whether that's a Connie thing. Could be how my brain works, which is something that we don't try to figure out. Nancy, please don't make any comments. There we go. So that's those, and then these two guys. So generally, our layers are a quarter of an inch bigger. So the piece that was 3 by 3, we made 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This one was half an inch bigger because we are cutting on the diagonal, so we need two borders here. So you have to adjust your sizing on this piece. If you just had a 1/4 inch larger, you wouldn't have this border. That's tonight's tip. Maybe one of them. Oh, maybe. Oh, saved it. Let's move it over a tiny bit. Oh, that was too much, too big a bit. Try this one more time. Third time's the charm, maybe. Okay, and then one more piece. So they are calling for some fairly mild temperatures the next few days and rain. Not fun. But it is getting into spring, so it's not officially spring just yet, but it's coming. Okay, so there are my pieces. So there are my oh, look. I was not thinking. I had said I was going to put these two together, but I've done them with different paper. So guess what? I'm not doing that. I might put these two together. We will see, but this is going to be standalone, clearly. Maybe I'm going to have 5 cards. We are not sure now. See, when you think it in your head, it doesn't always go that way when you start to build it. Okay, so now all you need to do is bring in your card bases and your bits and pieces and your sentiments and all the rest of it, and just put it all together. So I found this. I thought, oh, that's Moody Mauve ink. That's perfect. That's going to go on one of the cards. And then I cut some Mossy Meadow pieces because there's Mossy Meadow in this pink, and I thought, oh, that might work. That's very large, so I'm not sure whether it'll work, but these should work, especially since I could cut them smaller if I wanted. And then I found this. I thought, oh, that could work. That might be pretty. And then I had some, this is from the Daisy set, and I thought that could go on there. So I glued this together. This is obviously 2 different dyes to get the 2 colors, and this is 2, and this is 2. I haven't glued this guy together yet, so maybe I will assemble this guy, and then everything will be ready, and we can just put everything together. Okay, glue. A little bit of glue all around this flower. pretty tiny. We'll just get a teeny tiny dab in there. I don't think it's going anywhere. Oh, hi, Kathy. You just got home. Wonderful. So we're doing a 6x6 one sheet wonder. And I do have a template. Oh, this does not look like it does not look like I have it the right way now. There we go. I must have flipped it funny when I turned it over to put the glue on. There we go. So we're just gathering up all of our interest elements, and we're going to start putting it together. I will post this. I will just hold it up here again if you want to take a screenshot of that. Those are the pieces that we are working with that were not my email for what to prepare. But I will also post this. This will be on my website when I do a post for this. But there you go. Hopefully you got a screenshot of that. If you didn't, it's in the replay. Okay, so now we just need to decide what we want to do, how we want to put these together. So I brought a wild wheat and an early espresso card base for this piece. I wasn't sure which one I would want. I kind of think I want the early espresso. Just need to decide which. I think it's going to go this way, actually. I think I like that, but I think I like this better. Oh, you got a screenshot. Excellent. Yeah. Or do we want, I used Moody Mauve, so I'm not sure. Oh, I grabbed a card base. Oh, look. Grabbed a card base out of my instead of my bucket. This is folded twice, so that's a bit of a fancy fold. Ooh, possibilities are endless here. This is going to be, yeah, too much pink on pink. Okay, I think I'm going to go with early espresso. I have all my toys everywhere in front of me. Okay. And I did get out a bunch of sentiments as well. Uh, oh, I was thinking I would use these on this card, or at least one of them, possibly two. Maybe a small sentiment up there, or maybe it should be this way. Hmm. At least I'm doing this before I put glue on everything. Did you notice that, ladies? I am getting ever so slightly wiser about some of this. You can add layers to these as well. I didn't put layers in the instructions, but yeah, decisions are, yes, they are. But you could add another layer of cardstock in here if you wanted. We could have done a wild wheat layer. Well, I could chop up this card base. Or I could go back to the Moody Mauve with an early espresso layer. See, now we have way too many decisions to make. No, I don't like that. This works, but let's just see what we think here. Can we tell? I sort of hide that. Oh, now we've got too many colors though, I think. I know they're all in the paper, but it just looks like a lot of different. This should have been early espresso if I was going to put that layer in. Okay, let's just stick with, we'll keep it simple. just a narrow sort of, I don't know that I got out a narrow sentiment, but I'm thinking something like that. I did get out with sympathy that I think it'll fit on there. Shall we give it a go? Let's give it a go. We will see, to be determined. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my foam mat because that is a photopolymer stamp. Moody Mauve ink, and we'll give it a shot here. Let's see what we get. Nope, I'm just going to stick with it in the middle. It fits. Okay. Carrie, you are so right. Decisions are so difficult. There's so many choices, and ultimately, you know, whenever people are here for a class and they can't decide, I tell them just, almost throw a dart because no one's going to know what the other options were once the card is made, and no one's going to see my sample and say, "Oh, you didn't make it like the sample." It's just going to be a card, and it's going to be lovely. So just, just go with it. But it's hard in the moment, isn't it? Right. So on stage, which is the Stampin' Up! Conference that's on right now, is in Raleigh, North Carolina for North America, and it's in Brisbane for Australia. And they had some cyclones and stuff. I've seen some pictures though, and the conference is going on, so I guess the damage was not as bad as they thought it might be, which is very fortunate because I know Terry and I have a friend who is there. Well, Sarah, many of you that follow Terry or I know of Sarah if you've been to one of our global retreats or 12 weeks of Christmas. We work with Sarah quite a bit. Anyway, so she is there. So we are happy to hear that she is there and she is safe, as is everybody at the conference. So okay, I probably need one more small piece to go onto this flower. I don't know, but I'm putting one on. And I didn't put dimensionals on my sentiment. I will have to do that. You're right, Kathy. There is no wrong choice because they are all beautiful cards once they're done, aren't they? And there's no mistakes, only opportunities. Like that's where the gem goes and things like that. Gems hide many evils. Oh, get this on. I do like the Moody Mauve with the really dark early espresso. That's lovely. Right about here. There we yes, I have seen a couple people have posted the new in colors, Kathy, and they are lovely and bright and pretty. So yes, something to look forward to. For anyone that has been around Stampin' Up! For a few years, strawberry slush is coming back. It's a dark pinky color. It's not melon mambo. It's different than melon mambo. Um, but it's a deep pink, almost hot pink tone, but it's not hot pink the way melon mambo is. Does that make any kind of sense? Anyway, yes, whatever. It is coming back. So that will be nice. And then there's an orange and a yellow and a dark blue and a light blue. Two blues. I'm a happy girl. I love me my blues. Okay, so this, as I say, this was in my card base bucket, and I just pulled it out. I didn't really look at it, but look, it's scored to be a fancy fold. So I'm gonna have to cut a piece of cardstock to go in underneath here, but we'll build the front of this for now. Maybe this will be this one, eh? Something like that, or could be, I don't know whether that might flop a little funny. I think it's got to be this one, but it could be on a could it be on a diamond? No, too big. That's sort of unfortunate. It's okay. We'll do it this way, maybe. Oh no, it doesn't need a sentiment. I was going to say in the sentiment at the bottom. I think we're going to do it right in the middle, folks. Or maybe we don't want to use that. I'm not sure. Let's see. I do kind of, this really hides the paper though. I could put it up at the very top or the very bottom. Couldn't I? Could I? Could I do it like that? And maybe just a little bit of gem there. That might work. Dangle it right off the bottom. No. Okay. Again, no wrong decisions. See, this is where you, oh, if I do this, you're going to see that. Okay. Maybe we're not using this card base after all. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to put this. Okay, now I don't know what to do. This. That was such a perfect plan. This is almost taller than a card. This is very large. What about this? I'd have to trim the top of that. And then something like that. Well, that might work. That's very different. This is so not my typical style, but that might work just for something different. Not quite right. This is I think that's blueberry bushel, but I like that idea. I don't know if I have any more of those. This is just my sentiment stash, right? When I have bits of, oh look, another happy birthday in Moody Mauve. When I have scraps of white, I just cut sentiment pieces and then they go into a bin waiting for their moment. I don't know if I have any more of these banners because I used a couple of them the other day. And it's a relatively new to me die, so I don't think it'll be down this part at all. No. Could I get away with that? It's close, but it's different. I think I need to leave that one. But I could do something else with this. Not that I have a long sentiment with me. I didn't even put one of those on a block, and this sympathy won't fit on that one. I need to grab a birthday sentiment. One moment. Beautiful Butterflies has one, and it's right at the beginning of the alphabet. Okay. You use your glass mat to mount your sentiment straight. I always used to use my my grid paper. So now I have the glass mat. That works as well. Maybe we'll do this in Misty Moonlight, just to be different from some of that Moody Mo stuff going on. There's that, my stamp. There we go. Yes, I was a little bit surprised when I saw the first post with the new in colors. I didn't think that was something that got shared until the catalog went live, but I've seen a few people that have posted them. Uh, so I guess it's okay. Either that or a lot of people have forgotten the rules, but no, Tamara would not. There's a lot of responsible demonstrators that have shared the colors, so I'm thinking they got permission to do that. So they go over the rules at every event because sometimes there's differences. Oh, I just noticed that this is running very low, and I do not have a backup refill right here. I do have another one of the regular uh, adhesive, and I have my liquid glue, so we will be fine. I really noticed that. Similar angle, good spacing. Okay. Now, if you plan this properly, this should have been on an adhesive sheet, but I was just, slicing and dicing, not knowing what I was going to use or anything. So I didn't put adhesive sheets on any of these pieces. So we're using glue, which will work, obviously. Go. Out of the way. This right. Yeah, near the bottom. A little bit of glue on the top, but we can wipe that off. Put that pressed. It's not quite straight, but hopefully you won't notice when I hide it behind the sentiment. Really long sentiment thing. So I put 3 dimensionals on there so that it doesn't sag in the middle. They're super sticky. You don't need 3 to hold it down, but I don't want it. Sometimes if things are long, they can go, and we don't want any of that going on, do we? We'll put this right near the bottom. We should either center it or make it totally not centered. So let's, oh, maybe, no. Oh, this way? I did not check this. No, I'm thinking it should perhaps be centered. So let's aim for the middle here, shall we? There we go. Okay. 2. I'm a little slow tonight, aren't I? What are we going to do with this guy? We could just do something like this. No, maybe this. This? Ooh. Sweet and simple. Yes? With, what else did we used, oh, here's a white flower, but only one. One white flower. I need more. What else do I have? I have this is garden green. Not sure it quite goes. I'm clear. Can you tell I am scrounging bits from my my desk here? Or I could cut some of these, or maybe even like this. Oh, see, when you just kind of let it fall, sometimes it just all ends up in place. I like that. Okay, so this is going to go down on an angle. And I don't think that matters a whole lot which way, so see if we can get this eyeball straight. There we go. And then I'm going to put this on dimensionals because it's on this background layer now. It's big enough for dimensionals. That almost shows. This one fit. Yes. Get one in here. Yes. Or if I should. Nope. I think we can get one in here. This too is going to have lots of dimensionals, isn't it? I'll cut a little piece from here. There. Okay. So once you get your paper cut and layered, then you just sit down with a bunch of bits and pieces and play until something sort of goes, oh, yes, that. I like it like that. As this one kind of did. I do like this white flower. That might end up somewhere. Wish I had some more of them. I don't think I do. I don't even remember what that was from. What do I, oh, I have some pink and some purple. Blueberry bushel, that's the wrong blue. And that's the wrong pink. And there's not really any blackberry bliss. So kind of looks like we have one white flower. Oh, look, we have some, I don't know that these are the right colors either, but not sure. Stop playing, move on. Oh, look, I have more Mossy Meadow stuff though up here. Oh, oops, my desk is a little bit of a scary situation. Can you tell? So we have one of these guys too. Put this right in here. Or do we like this thicker one that I started? I think I like this thicker one. We're going to stick with the original plan for this card, but maybe we will use something from there for another card. Okay. Bit of, oops, that's a little bit of a lot of glue. So is it March break where everyone is? It's March break here. And so a lot of people don't actually go skiing at Blue Mountain. It's like, oh, it's going to be so busy. I'm going to say March break is the best kept secret at Blue Mountain. The hill is not that busy. The lineups, there were some lineups today. They seem to be having challenges with the lifts. Either that, it was just our day to have them stop when we were on them. But there really weren't a lot of people on the hill, and the snow was amazing. So we did a lot of runs, a lot of great runs. Okay, another Moody Mauve card base here. And it was a pretty nice day today. Hubby barbecued burgers for dinner tonight. Woo! First barbecued burger of the season, and he made them with he stuffed them with cheese and spices and things. Was they were yummy. They were delish, but they were huge. I ate half of my burger and it was like, I can't do it. And he said, no, I'm not surprised. I can hardly finish my burger. So now I have my lunch made for tomorrow. Bonus. So I'm thinking maybe one of these, eh? What else do we have up here? in this little secret stash of things. This is kind of a stem bit, and we could have one flower. This is not, I don't like this one as well. It's a little bit too thick and not really defined quite enough. I do like this one. I'll just do it something like that. Similar to the other one. Exactly the same, only different. Oh, I have lost. There we go. The really nice thing about these one sheet wonders is they can all be so different. I have never done the two pieces. I've done the two pieces on one card, but not on an angle like that. It's totally new. Like, wow, look at that. That's really different. Um, and you could cut two coordinating pieces of designer series paper and then do some mix and match. You could certainly put another, we could have put the other square with this. I could even put, something like that with this. Maybe if this had been over more or something. You don't have to put these pieces on these cards the way I have. You can just let your imagination and creativity run wild, as they say. Some little dabs of glue on these larger flowers. Again, adhesive sheets might have been a good plan, but these were just scraps sitting at my desk. So they were cut for who knows what. Some other random project. So it's okay. But liquid glue works. Oh, you know what? This could go like right about there, couldn't it? On a dimensional. It's on a mini dimensional, which is not quite as high. I'm just going to leave that sitting there for a moment to see what we think about it later. Since I only have one, and I do have this, but it's yellow and doesn't really go with the paper at all. Okay, never mind that. Okay, one more card base, one more card. So for this one, this is the triangles. I guess really and truly that was how it was. Yes. So you could do it just like this, or why is that not sticking? Because I did use tape runner and it didn't get right down to the corner. I'm just going to stick a little tiny dab of glue under there because I want that to stick down. What's this? Look. Oh, happy day. In gold. Gold goes with anything, right? It's a neutral. Could go right smack dab in the middle of that. You never know what you're gonna find in your stash on your desk if you haven't cleaned up for a while. I could do something like that. What else do we have? I don't know. I almost don't like the gold though. Not positive that's working. It needs something darker for the sentiment. I think we're going to skip that one. So, and I don't know that we want this. I haven't quite decided whether I want that or something like this. What about sideways? We haven't done anything landscape, have we? About that. And something. We've used one of these. We have not used one of these. Or this one. And what do we want for a sentiment piece then? Something larger-ish, maybe? I'm not sure. No. I'm not sure I like that, but let's see what we have going on in here for sentiment pieces. I do like that shape. That's one. We've got lots of circles. Oops, lost a circle. Don't know that I want a circle, but we'll pull one out just for fun. I should flip this whole thing over, shouldn't I? See what we have at the back here. These are older, older bits and pieces. That is very large. I don't really have a sentiment here that is that large. But I pulled out this thank you. Thought that would be nice. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Can you see that? Thank you. That's from the my small business stamp set, which is kind of fun. Look at that, made with love. I like that. Shop local. Oh, that's a big one these days. So that thank you could go into a circle, couldn't it? Oh my goodness, look, an oval. That's the inside of something, I can tell. Whoopsie. A little spill. That guy. Heartfelt hexagon. I think it is. Oh, look. I could have used this. Wild wheat. That would have worked on there. That might have been lovely. What did we put on here? Oh, that. Could have put that behind there. Oh, well, I didn't notice it. It'll have to wait for another card. Okay, I'm not in love with this, I don't think. So I think I might go back to just the way the paper is cut and leave it like that. I'm not sure this is big enough then. This die had bigger pieces, but I don't know that I have them. I'd have to use this circle and then fill in with some greenery, I think. That might work. So I want to use this thank you stamp. We'll start with that. And maybe Misty Moonlight. We go, hello, Sylvia. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, goodness. It's almost 8 o'clock already, ladies. So when you're making more cards, I guess it does take a little more time. And when you're creating, it takes more time. So anyway, we are almost finished. This is the last one. Okay, I'm going to put these down and I'm just going to make the commitment and then we will figure out what we want to do with the rest of it once these pieces are attached. How's that? Would be a decent plan. Okay, so towards the bottom, kind of evenly spaced. Am I all? Oh, yes, I am in the camera. Always good to be in the camera. And then this one we will put evenly spaced according to my eyeballs. Should probably go up a smidge. There we go. So then we have thank you that we could put down in this area and perhaps a little bit of greenery, double greenery. Too much greenery, too much greenery. Needs to be a different color, doesn't it? Or just that one? No. This beige, but I'm not sure it's quite right. No, I think I like this one the best. Hey, I have a lot of stuff here. So again, I am going to put this guy on dimensionals because then I can tuck the stem in afterwards and can figure out where I want it. I think. Oh, over here. Is that gonna? I think that will be okay. I'm just gonna move this guy in a little bit so that that stem can come down the edge. There we go. It's always tricky when you're on the back and then you flip it over. It's like, oh, wrong side. I'll put that right about there. And bring in the silicone mat one more time. Find a spot that's not too gluey. Or too sticky, I guess. Little dabs of glue on here. Really don't need a lot of this liquid glue anyway, so beautiful sticky stuff. Okay, and then this can just tuck right in there. A little bit of a mess going on the desk now. See if we can get some of these sentiment pieces out of the way. And now I have some extra sprigs that will sit on my desk for the next time I go, oh, look, maybe I could use this. Every now and again, I clean it all up. And that's the very next time I'm doing something, it's like, oh, I used to have a scrap of this or that on my desk and now it's gone because I just cleaned it all up. So, no, it's always the way. What do we think about this white flower on here? Yay, nay? I don't think we want one white. I could always cut some more afterwards, but we like them. Okay, now can I? Oh, no. Need some gems. What are we looking for? We are looking for Moody Mauve or Mossy Meadow or iridescent pearls all around. Or we have these iridescent guys all around. How about some of these? These look These look perfect. I don't know. Hope I have enough in this package. Oh, yes, quite a few there. Okay, so let's just put a bunch of these on. What happened to the cap for my pokey tool? Because you know I'm going to lean on it if I don't cover it. But I don't know where it is. It's in the chaos somewhere. So pray for my safety. I don't remember where I put it exactly. Could have fallen on the floor even. Okay, let's shall we do this? What about these flower centers? These are nowhere near big enough to go in the center. I think I should just leave them as is because otherwise I think it's gonna look funny. No thoughts on this little white flower? Oops. Ah, I saved that guy. Maybe. And this guy. These all right on here, maybe. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I kind of like him on there. But I think I want, oh, I can't use a bigger dimensional because it's just itty bitty. So if we do it out here, and it needs one of these. Center. There. There we go. Put him in the middle. The one different one. So we ended up with 5 cards because I was going to do these 2 pieces together, but I did them different. You know, the best laid plans. But that's okay. It still works. Oops. It would be better if I had it all in the camera view, wouldn't it? Okay. So let me just put this back in here. So there's the cards. One sheet wonder with a 6x6. As I said near the beginning, I have a double wonder that I haven't done for quite some time. So if you excuse me, if you like these one sheet wonders and you like playing around with different patterns and putting pieces together in different ways, let me know. And we can do a double wonder. It's 2 pieces of 6x12 designer series paper. So it's more cards. So we might not do them all on one night, but I could show you how to cut it all. And then there is some duplication in some of the patterns, and you could finish them off on your own if you wanted, or whatever you like. But do let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, and we'll pull that out and have some fun with it. Excuse me. Oh, getting dry. Time for a little sip of water. There we go. And then I will say thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you like the cards and give it a try. If you were not here at the beginning, the template to cut your 6x6 designer series paper, I put it up twice in this video, so there should be a good long pause, and you can always stop the replay and look at it for as long as you wish to cut your paper. Okay, thanks again for being here, And I hope to craft with you all again really soon. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening and a super awesome weekend. Bye for now.